What's going on, everybody, and welcome on into Unsportsmanlike Conduct, episode number 120. I am Steve. We got Timmy T right on over here, also known as the A-Team, baby, right here on Pop Culture Pros. What's going on, Timmy?
A-Team, crisp, as we call it, crisp, 45 minutes tops.
It slaps, baby. It slaps.
That's it. It's business. It's all business. There's no messing around.
Oh, what's going on
trolls,
in your world?
No graphs, no trolls, no graphs. We're good to go.
And maybe, Dave will start typing in some comments as we're about to go off the air, start the pod there. What's happening? Why are you guys so chilly and cold up there?
I know it's freezing. I tell you, I was expecting it. And it's like rainy, it's dark, it's rainy, it's all. I was like, what the hell just happened?
My sister,
it's 52 here.
That's not my sister sent me a thing this afternoon, and it said feels like temperature with the wind chill was 46, and then I sent her ours, and the heat index it felt like 102. It was 96 degrees here today.
That's a big difference.
Huge.
We're not hitting 70 until Monday.
What is happening?
And the lows are all in the 40s and the 50s until next Friday.
God, wow! Next Friday. But you're going past Memorial Day.
Yep.
Wow, that's put a real damper on
I love it.
Beach crowds. Yeah, this is too. Timmy. You walk outside here and it's just like you can't breathe. First thing in the morning too. It's it's a mess. All right. We will. What are we talking about today, Timmy? We're talking about NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs, both in their final four. We have some NFL news, little Olympics. We're gonna talk a little Olympics action.
And the memes are already starting. And they're all hilarious.
Great. Yeah, and we got 3 years of lead up time into this thing too. And then we'll jump into a little bit of baseball, and we're just like Timmy said at the onset here, gonna keep it a crisp 40 minutes or so. We got the game. We'll talk about that here in just a moment.
Mahomes swings it. Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series! Banner number 18 has been secured. Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup!
Acknowledge me!
All right, welcome on back in to the program. So let's start. We'll start off with some basketball action here. As we said at the forefront, Final Four for both the NBA and the NHL. And let me just tell you, I'm thrilled with what's going on right now. Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's great. I don't care what anybody says about those crowds out in New York City climbing the pole. Do it, baby. It's been such a long time to even reach the finals. Don't even forget about the winning a championship. But I feel like also it's getting a little bit of a bad rap there when this stuff is this is happening all over the country now with the watch parties. Watch parties are taking over because you can only hold so many people in the building, even when it's a home game. They got 20,000 in Madison Square Garden, and another 20,000 out watching during the watch party. Let it happen. Love it. Timmy, I know you've been blessed with championships galore. Little friendly rivalry there between Timmy and I at Mets, Yankees, Celtics, Knicks. So, but happy that the Knicks finish it off. I don't care what anybody says about the too much celebration or whatnot. Now into Indiana to play the Pacers. Timmy, what did you think about the not being a Knicks fan, obviously, but were you annoyed with the celebration? Otherwise, just like if you would be any other town.
Well, no, anytime. Well, first of all, I'll also say I'm glad I moved to New Jersey. Let's just put that way. Because if the Knicks win the championship, they might not be in New York City the next day. They might just burn that fucker to the ground. So I'm kind of glad I'm not there right now. But no, but not just the Knicks, any team. I don't mind celebrating. I don't even mind destruction of property if you want to do that kind of shit. But when people start getting assaulted and getting hurt, that's not right. I mean, that's not right. And people getting, beat up and the shit thrown at them, and they can't fight back because what are you gonna do? Fight 100 people, 200 people? You get your ass whooped. So no, I don't like behavior by the team. But I said that's just any team. That's not just the Knicks team. No, good for them. They deserve to win. I'm not gonna sit here and bitch and pout and moan. Celtics fell apart. They got tired. They got exhausted. They looked like they were just done after the last game. They looked like they were done. I don't know if it was a championship hangover, what it was, or they just thought, hey, we're going to cruise to these finals, no problem. No, you got that younger, hungrier team that came in and just, whooped their ass. So no bitching, no moaning. Good for them. Congratulations. But I will say go Pacers. And then go West. Go Western Conference.
Go whoever's winning the West. Yeah. And for me, it was very helpful on my end for my blood pressure that it was not a close game to close it out. Didn't need that because in that series, even after the Knicks are up 2-0, come back from 20 down in both games, and then the Knicks lose game 3, and it's the Knicks ain't winning another game in the series. That was the talk, that the series is over. What are we doing? So this is not the Knicks team from last year that was hurt. Also, they also try to say what else do they say that the Knicks beat up beat a team without Tatum. Now Tatum went down game 4 with and the Knicks were up 7. Let's say the Knicks go ahead and win that game. They're still up 3-1. And then but on the other side, the Pacers, they beat up 2 beat up teams in a row. The Cavs were the number 1 seed, but they were a shell of themselves by the time the Pacers got there. So I don't want to puff the chest out at all because I'm weary of that type of shit. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks even win this in 5. I have Knicks in 6 because that's just the thing. Just flows well. But before I go any further, I just want to thank Ed. Send me a little care package. He was at the semifinals against the Celtics. A little keychain here thing going here, and scheduling messed him up. He couldn't go to game 1 tonight. He's in San Francisco, traveling abroad, west side. All right. So Knicks Pacers, they start tonight at the Garden in just about 31 minutes. I'm not keeping any track of that time. Don't worry about that. Last night, the Thunder whooped up on the Timberwolves, surprisingly, in a whooping. The Timberwolves were hanging around there at the beginning, but then OKC, and now SGA named MVP. So obviously that was nearly a foregone conclusion. Now that the Joker is, what did he say, Timmy? He's going to the next few days are going to be spent drinking beer.
Yeah, the shock.
Hey, even when he won the title, he wanted to go home. Remember, he wanted to be with the horses.
That's true.
What's the parade? No.
No, I go home. Like, you gotta go. You gotta go with your teammates. Really? I don't want to go there. Let's go home.
He put his head down at the podium. That was funny. All right. So for us, I think we were almost perfect in the West. Dave picked the Nuggets to come out against the Thunder, and then we were a complete disaster. You were the only one that got one right in the Eastern Conference semifinals. You got the Pacers because the rest of us picked the Cavs, and we all picked the Celtics to beat the Knicks. So overall, NBA, you lead, Timmy. You are 9-2 in your picks in these playoffs. So I really hope that your Pacers pick. Maybe you can give them the mush like you mushed
Toronto. I have to send a heartfelt apology to those Maple Leafs fans when we talk about hockey.
They're coming after you.
The mush came out that day.
Yeah, that was big time. Yes. And then me and Ant are 7-4. Dave 5-6. That's because he keeps on hating on the Knicks. And then all right, so for this round, I have advancing to the NBA Finals. Thunder Knicks. Timmy, Thunder Pacers. Dave
I didn't say I had the Pacers yet. I said go Pacers.
Oh wait, I thought you picked it already.
No, I said I hope they win because
No, in the chat. Didn't you send your picks in the chat?
Did I send them in already?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stand by that. I'll stand by.
You can change it right now. You have time.
I'm good.
Don't come mushing my Knicks.
You don't want me to say the Knicks.
Yeah. Hold on about that.
Seems like one mush around. So
it's like my wife asked if I wanted her to stop watching sports with me because the Knicks got blown out in Game 3. The next Met game that she watched, they lost. So it's a thing.
So you better be
Dave,
nice to me,
of course.
You better be nice to me. You better be nice because if the Knicks make the finals, I'm gonna get a Knick hat.
I've always been
I'm gonna get a Knick
friendly
hat.
Adversary.
I'm gonna wear a Knick hat. The ultimate mush.
Dave, of course, picks opposite of me. He goes Wolves and Pacers. Although now I don't know how good the Wolves are looking. And then Ant goes with me, Thunder and Knicks. All right. So that's the NBA here. And over in the NHL, we've got 3 of the 4 teams that are in the Final Four were in the Final Four from last year. Stars, Oilers, they get started tonight at 8:00, I think, Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Panthers just keep on winning.
Dude, I'm so tired
on the road.
I'm so tired of them.
On the road. And they're doing it like they in Toronto. They took the crowd right out of the game. What was it? 3-0 in the first period.
Second period. Scoreless first period. They all had hope, and then bam, three very quick goals.
Yes.
I shut it off. I was like, no, that's done. That game's over.
Oh man. Well, I'll tell this in the baseball segment. All right. So tonight, like I said, Stars, Oilers, and so to go into our picks here, and Ant has not represented us in hockey for what am I paying him for? And for a very long time. So he's got Stars and Panthers. Dave goes Oilers, Panthers. Timmy, you go no Panthers, Oilers and Canes. I think I was no, I had the Canes in the last round. And then I have Stars, Panthers for the Stanley Cup. And then in hockey, Dave's 10-1. I think it was like that, like kind of a record in both the NBA and NHL last year. This year, not doing so hot in the NBA. But he's 10-1. I'm 8-3. Ant 7-4, and Timmy, you're 6-5 so far.
Yeah, I'm not having a good hockey season.
At least you're over 500. Dave is under 500 in the NBA.
Which is shocking.
Well, he likes to get cute. That's what happens. You get cute, you get cute. What are his losses? He's the only one who picked the Bucks. He had the Lakers, the Clippers. No, like he lost 3 out of 4 this last round. But they were good picks. Cavs, Celtics, Nuggets went to a game 7. It's rough out there, Dave. Rough out there for the Trolls. All right, what do you have? You said tired of the Panthers. Dave, remember a few years ago on this show, I commented that I didn't even realize that the All-Star game was going to be here because they're doing shitty. There was nothing around. Like I live next door to the freaking arena and I see nothing, right? But now they've come a long way. It was at one point, I think I've sent you guys pictures. It was just like the construction light sign saying "Go Panthers" to now they renamed the little street called Champions Way because now it's they're on this 3-year roll here. I'm here, so I don't know. I'm picking them. I'm not celebrating with them, but it's like I don't mind. I do hold a little grudge from last year, but just thankful that the Rangers won the game that I was at. What do you got on this one?
I'm picking the Canes. I think it's more of a wishful pick. But they've been around too the last couple of years. I mean, it's like it seems like the same goddamn team coming out of the East every year, either a Florida team or Carolina. Tampa, Florida, Carolina, Tampa.
Well, Tampa and Florida, yeah,
every freaking time. So, I think Florida is going to win, but I'm doing my hopeful, wishful. The Canes pull it out.
Mushiness.
But yeah, but Florida, I said, man, they're on a roll, man. And when they get going, they get going. They can't be stopped. The friggin' that dude made some ridiculous saves the other night. I was just like, Bobrovsky. How do you say his name? Bobrovsky?
Yeah.
Bobrovsky, whatever his name is. I was watching him just like, this is not going to be good. And then once they pop off 3 straight goals, him playing the way he's playing,
Forget
over, man. Game over. So I wouldn't be surprised if Florida won. My Canes pitch is a wishful thinking, hopeful more pick than an actual guess.
Yeah. So,
and the Oilers, I like the Oilers. I just like them. I'm looking to see that Canadian team.
See, now it's down to just the big bet was, to bring it back to gambling, but Canada versus the field, and now Canada's got their last hope.
Oh, it's a good hope to have. Connor McDavid's always a good hope to have in the final. So,
yeah, let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Because I mean, huge test, especially if it's against the Panthers, because they're like you said, they're a team built for every aspect of the game: speed, defense, goalkeeping.
Yep.
So, all right. That comes up at 8:00 too, I think. All right, so let's move it along here, sir. Let's move to NFL. It's May. We got always some stuff in the NFL to talk about. So
they know how to keep themselves relevant all year long.
All year, the little drops of stuff that go on. Tush Push lives on. Have you read any of the stuff on what the debate and everything?
No, you can't ban a play. I don't know. If people want to argue. If they want to run the oop-de-oop, let them run the oop-de-oop, for Christ's sake. You can't just ban a play like that. You know you want them to stop it? Stop it.
Right. I think the people who were citing the rule was that you can't push an offensive player forward. I think that was a rule. The other people were saying that it's safety. Somehow, what happened with Jason Kelce? There were rumors that he retired because of the tush push. He gave a huge infomercial on it today.
No, listen, but as a defender now, I'm taking advantage of the fact that I can do a lot more things than an offensive player can. I can drag you, I can push you, I can shove you. I'm taking advantage of that. And even to the point where, guess what? If you get hurt, I don't care. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
You got the 7, but you just lost 2 of your best players on the line now. Now, what are you going to do for the rest of the game? That's just how I look at it as an old school kind of guy. You want to do the tush push? Go ahead. But when I'm in that pile down there, I'm going to throw dirt in your face. I'm going to punch you in the face. I'm going to, pull your arm, do whatever it takes to get. Because that bottom of that pile is the worst place to be, man. That is the worst place to be, on the bottom of a football pile.
Yeah.
You hear the worst shit come out of people's mouths, and you get dirt in your face, you get poked in the eyes, you get chopped in the throat. I couldn't stand being on the bottom of a pile like that.
Then everybody leans on you to get up.
Leans on you to get up, grabs your helmet, it punches you in the side of the head. You just lay there like, I can't do nothing. I'm on the bottom. There's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do.
Shit. All right, so tush push stays, but there was supposedly great debate about it, arguments, voices being raised, and then what's his name? Is it Jeff Loria, the owner, or coming out and saying something about a teenage boy's wet dream of doing something so good, the only way to get rid of it is to ban it or something like that. Like they came up with something so good that the only way to stop it is to ban it. And then I think Jerry Jones got up and spoke and said that he goes back and forth on it, and he needs to think through whether it's it's because it's the Eagles or because it's the play, and he needs to separate it out. But apparently, it was quite an ordeal there today.
Joe Biden. He's the Joe Biden of the NFL now. He don't know where he is anymore. Jerry Jones. He don't know what he's saying anymore.
He's out there. And I don't know how long he rambled on too about it.
I saw 3 different articles today written by 3 different, across the country saying, why is the NFL still throwing the Cowboys down our throats every week? Why are they still getting primetime games? It doesn't make any sense to put them on. They're garbage. They're not America's team anymore. They're this and that. And I'm like, it's true. Why are they getting a Monday night game? They don't deserve a Monday night game or any of those games. The Giants don't want those games. We're getting shoved down our throats.
Against the Chiefs.
Give me 1 o'clock Sunday every week. 1 o'clock Sunday every week, and I'm happy.
So funny. Peter Schrager, who's now on ESPN, he was on NFL Network, but he was on Get Up, and he said, the Giants have improved dramatically, but they might go 0-9 to start the season.
Yeah.
Which is what we've been talking about because of the strength of schedule from the onset. You don't see a victory, and they couldn't find one.
Look over the last 2 seasons. How do we get a hard schedule? You're supposed to get an easy schedule when you have a shitty season. How do you get such a hard schedule? I don't understand. Today?
Jim
Just
Irsay
now?
guy.
Wow, Jim Irsay.
Wow.
Pat McAfee's going to be heartbroken.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, no. Is this going to, provide inspiration to the Pacers? Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. They did it on purpose.
That might have been one of the most selfish things ever said. He's dead? Damn it! The Pacers are going to be...
That's just Knicks humor there. What happened? Knicks haven't won. Knicks. I see a thing about his legacy. Yeah. News just broke less than 5 minutes ago, said Ant. Well, a salute, sir, Mr. Irsay, and to the city of Indianapolis, and to Pat McAfee. All right. So, yeah, we were talking about the Giants, and it should be like if you're the. Oh yeah. Oh, it's stopping. It's gonna stop right by you. I don't know how I feel about this. It's a little weird.
I can't really read it. There's no point to it.
Yeah. McAfee should be part of the ownership group. We could turn this off. Boom. Look at me producing mid-show. Yeah, McAfee is like, and I saw an article today, bring back to basketball, that Pat McAfee is biased towards the Pacers. Well, no shit. Of course he's gonna be biased towards. I don't mind any of that. I like that actually. And get Halliburton with your 2 voices. Stupid. They should have Brunson just knock him in the head with a steel chair on Saturday night's main event. Hey,
they've been there before.
Yes. Yep.
Halliburton and Brunson, they've been there before.
Yeah, with this after he broke his hand too. Get out. All right. What else in the NFL? We're getting Olympic flag football, Timmy. 2028. That was the first thing I think they voted on, because that was the first news that came out of all the whatever they were voting on today. So that's happening. It's going to be the very first spot in the Olympics, because the players have to get to training camp. So what do you think? Entertaining
should be fun. I'd like to see NFL players. I mean, college players. I mean, I think we could take high school players and beat other teams, but that's just me. But I already love the memes coming out. Just say, can you imagine you're some 5'7" French quarterback named Pierre, and you look across the line, you see Myles Garrett and Dexter Lawrence staring at you. That visual alone, it just makes me smile. I'm all for it. Why not? Football, no matter what you say, football is number one right now. It has been for a while. Why not get it out there, spread it out throughout the world? Football is getting bigger and bigger. And, all these countries want it now. They want their own teams now. They want this. So, yeah, I'm all for it. I can't wait. I just hope, again, go easy, no injuries. We don't need anything crazy happening during a flag football game. But I'm curious as to who's going to play, who's not going to play, take it seriously, that kind of thing. And there's no way we should lose the first 10 years. There's no way the first 10
Not at all. So another team builds up their roster for 20 years. Steal some of our players, whatnot. What else came out of the onside kick rule? Not really a big deal. Now you can do an onside kick right now. Well, the rule now is that you can only do it in the fourth quarter. Now you can do it as long as you're trailing, no matter what point in the game, but you still have to declare it. It's still ineffective. So change the rule around it all you want, but it's still ineffective. The one thing that I thought really was going to pass was the reseeding of the playoffs, the playoff seedings, and they just wouldn't give up the division winner getting one home game, even if they're below 500. I thought that would be, you win the division, you get in, but if you're under 500, maybe you shouldn't get the home field in the first round.
I agree with that. I hate seeing that kind of shit happen.
Oh, the Seahawks.
It should be by record. Period.
Yeah, but they're not going to do it. They're not doing it that way. They want it to be that each division winner gets a home game. So you might be in a situation where an 8 and 9 team, and we always get close to these situations, if not get to it. An 8 and 9 team might host an 11 and 6 team. Yeah, based on where they are in the structure and all that good shit. How annoying is that? What did I think it was Ant got yelled at me about? Was it baseball maybe? About the no reseeding. NFL's got to get with it too. With the program. I don't think anything else on the NFL today.
The fact that you have to declare, that's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like, I declare a flea flicker. Here it comes. Like, what? Onside play is a trick play. It's you don't have to announce it. We are running a reverse. Get ready. No, it's so stupid. It's a trick play.
There goes the Saints Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't imagine having let me declare. Oh, stunner. Right. But it's still not the right way.
This is going to be a play action.
Do it. There was one. Oh, so what did you make of the extension that Brock got out in San Francisco? But was it 5 for that 260 range? Yeah, I know Ant was really, really excited about that. Well deserved, I'm sure. He was quoted.
They reached on the fact that they lost half their team, so they reached bad, real bad.
First, there was talks about possibly unloading him, trading him, but now the richest Mr. Irrelevant ever
You know what? The guy knows the system. The guy's there, and like you said, you have no other options.
Right.
Might as well just pay
Yeah.
him.
What are you gonna do?
What else are you gonna do? Yeah, where are you gonna go? I mean, you can
I
call
think
the Giants if you really wanted to. How the Saints haven't called yet, I don't know. I don't know. Can we have Jameis Winston back, please?
It's true. Full no trade for Brock.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I think I read where Brock in one, and maybe Ant can confirm this, but Brock in 1 year is going to make more than all other Mr. Irrelevants have made in their entirety of their careers. So he wins as Mr. Irrelevant. Call me whatever you want. He's going to be, man, $265 irrelevant dollars. That's what he's got. All right. I think that's it for the NFL. Unless Ant wants to bring up anything else in the comments. When Kyle turns on him 6 months, they cannot move on. Prediction.
I wonder whose idea was the no trade. Was that Brock's idea?
Had to be. Yeah.
No trade.
It'll be an NFL. I mean, an organization's got to be dumb to negotiate that into a contract. Yeah, see? I knew I saw it somewhere, and I knew Ant could confirm it. $53 million. Every other Mr. Irrelevant ever has made a lot less than $53 million. Yes. That's, yeah. Combined. Yeah, exactly. Combined over the entirety of their careers. All dating back to the beginning of the draft. It's irrelevant. Less than
30.
All right, let's get into a little bit of baseball. If we must.
I'm going on your show tomorrow. I'm going in full throttle.
Boom. Full throttle. All right. So baseball here. What I did on Friday, I told my sister, I said I will sacrifice the Knicks win for a Mets loss. It's on Friday. I didn't realize that I was signing up for 5 out of the next 6 games. It's not what I intended, not what I hoped for. But and then Met fans are being Met fans. They want to look at this 6-game stretch as opposed to the previous 35-game stretch, and just like start jumping off bridges. This is last year. What are we doing?
Well, that fat tank asshole. He forget it. He's already done.
I blocked him on every. I can't deal with him. I can't do it. I don't even know.
All, he's half fake. You know, it's just for the views now. So it's not even funny anymore. I can't even stand the sight of him. And the problem is you can't just you can block him, but then these other sites, they post him anyway. So I'm seeing the shit anyway. But hey, listen, there's no way around that. This is not the start that Met fans had hoped for out of Juan Soto, but neither was the start in San Diego a couple of years ago. Same type of thing. He's been mostly, outside of these 6 games, he's been mostly productive. He's gotten on base all but like 6 games this year. Again, but the price tag is the price tag. The expectations are going to be expectations. And the one thing that I will say is he can't have any more of that shit where he's not hustling out of the box. Just can't happen if you're in the skid where the team is losing and you're could have had one of those fly balls to the right. He could have had one. They said if he would have hustled, they let it drop.
Well, I don't. I've seen him make some good plays out in right field. He's made some good running plays. I'm not that. What bothered me is this series against Boston in particular. I didn't see much in the Yankee series, but Boston series, he hit a ground ball at the middle. Guy wound up having a dive to his right, and he's jogging. And as he's when he dives is when he picks up the pace a little bit. And then he thought he hit one out, and I guess Fenway Park, they said, turned into Candlestick Park from back in the day with the wind swirling. And now with StatCast and all that stuff, they can tell you how much the wind impacted the fly ball like immediately. So the other day, Pete Alonso thought he got one out somewhere, maybe Yankee Stadium, and it died at the warning track, and the StatCast showed that the ball got pushed in 16 feet from where it would have landed without the wind speed. Anyway, but so the ball hits off the Fenway, the Green Monster, and Soto legs it out into a single. So that's my thing. I don't care how much money he's making. He's a human being. He's going to go through slumps. And he's got the adjustment period. Pedro Martinez said something along the same lines, being paid the highest paid. Nobody's ever going to live up to that kind of a contract. Doesn't. And now they're talking about some other players that might be the kid from Cincinnati or whatnot, might be getting a similar type deal. The money is out of control. So the expectations are going to be out of control. And listen, as long as he's hustling, I'm okay with it. But when I see you jogging to first base on a ground ball that's up the middle with the second baseman on his belly, slide, diving for the ball, then I take exception. And it just can't happen.
Well, what I wanted to ask you was, because I'm getting the New York sports writers and fucking shows, which I can't stand most of them, especially the flip floppers. I can't take the Mets are the greatest team one day and the next day they're the worst team. I can't take those guys. They all make me crazy. But now here's the thing: things are starting to come out, and I'm asking you. Soto has 4 seats behind the plate. He's got his own suite. He's got a fucking jet. And now the latest one is he didn't want to leave the Yankees. His family made him do it. Now, some people are saying this is what they're hearing, and it's true. But because it comes from Michael K, Yankee propaganda. It's all fucking lies. It's just the Yankees, spreading bullshit. Again, I don't know. I don't know who's telling the truth. I don't know.
So they did confirm that he flies with the team. He has not flown separate from the team at all. The suite, yes. I don't know about the seats behind home plate.
He supposedly has 4 seats behind the plate too for his family or whatever. Maybe
I just don't. I don't know about that. And what was the? Oh, that he wanted to stay. Wanted to stay with the Yankees, but the family said otherwise. I don't know if I would buy that from any, this is your decision to make. Now you hear that the Red Sox were a real possibility, but it's because the Mets are playing the Red Sox. So where the story is, that's what's going to happen. And I think the K thing,
we'll never get the real story. We'll never
exactly.
Get it. So why bother? Why bother every day with this shit?
Yeah. Well, we'll never know.
Maybe 20 years from now, it'll leak. Oh, I never wanted
Somebody
to
write a book.
Yankee forever, but my family said no. You got to go do this because they're giving us suite and they're giving us a plane and they're giving maybe I don't know, but we're not going to know about this until we're fucking old and gray. Well, I'm gray already, but I mean old at least.
I'm gray too.
But it makes me. I can't deal with. Maybe it's just because there's so much media now because of social, Facebook. But I can't take the fucking New York media anymore. And I know.
I can't listen to even the little clips that I see. I just can't, because it's from one day to the next. It's last week before the Yankee series. Mets are in first place, flying high. 6 games later, the season's a disaster. Everything's screwed up. The player that was about to make $700 million cared what his aunt had to say.
Well, and the Yankees weren't giving him a plane for his family to travel.
But I don't know about the plane either. But they have outright confirmed that he flies with the team.
Well, that has to be, because oh my god, imagine he flew by himself.
Well, that was the rumor. The rumor was that he was taking the jet. The part where he is being friendly with Aaron Judge and Brett Boone, that's sports these days. Everybody is friendly with anybody. There's no hatred being shown on the field. There's none of that. They
were teammates.
Do jersey swaps. They were teammates for a year.
They were teammates less than a year ago.
What do you make? what do you make of the whole? This is another thing on my end. Jacob deGrom left the Mets. He got called traitor here and there, but the Mets mostly just moved on. And I know this is a Yankee to Met thing, but I thought it was really Bush League for the Yankee fans to turn around.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
Okay.
Listen. I don't know why. Why do I have to represent this like the small pocket of smart fucking Yankee fans right now? Get over it.
That's why you and I get along, though.
But that's why I'm going to go and put it in the books tomorrow. I'm going to let them know that I'm not fucking one of these psychos. You turn your back. The guy wasn't with the team for a fucking year. You're acting like he's a homegrown player that we've had since he was 14 and we groomed him and he's the next Derek Jeter and all this other shit. He was a hire for gun. He did what he was supposed to. He got us to the World Series. He helped us. Well, helped us. Him and Judge. Yeah, that fucking combination would have been great for the next 10 years. But it's not going to happen. Move on. How many players leave and they don't fucking do this kind of shit? Because it was the Mets? I said, hey, I would like to go back and find the footage, please. I said he was going to the Mets from day one. I said the Yankees are not re-signing him. It's not going to happen. And I was right. Get over it, man. It's so stupid, all this stuff. And all the commercials. Oh, what's his name? The actor. Fuck you, Soto. You know, the little guy.
Oh, yeah.
Janice from The Sopranos, the brother. Totoro.
Yeah.
Nick Totoro.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, you fucking traitor. You're this. He's not a traitor. He was there for a year. A year.
What? And he didn't, and this is no offense to Yankee fans, but he didn't choose to go there. He was traded there. It's not that there's a difference there too. Not to say, because he looked like he had fun there. They went to the World Series, and he made his decision for various amounts of reason, money, future, family, whatever the reason is. I am so sick and tired of hearing about it. The thing that pisses me off is the lack of hustle. I don't care if you're making $4 million a year or $55 million a year. Hustle, be out there and play the game.
This is why they got to stop their shit too. The Yankees are a better team without Soto. The Mets are a better team with him. The Yankees are a better, because look what they did when they didn't get him. Max Fried, one of the best in pitchers this year. Goldschmidt's on a fucking some kind of old school Bellinger's revival. All the guys that we got because we didn't get Soto are all contributing and playing very well. We are better than the team that went to the World Series last year. So move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Who cares? Let it go, man.
Does Bellinger ever play when he's not high?
No, he's high all the time.
Always look like he's... Well, listen. Oh my God! Can I also tell you how freaking annoying your stupid stadium is? DJ LeMahieu flicks his wrist and it goes over the wall. Oh my God!
Well, that's then you can do.
I get it.
But also from the Mets perspective too, you got to stop trying to like rub it in. Oh, you're just mad because we got fucking. So especially like, oh, you're just pissed because we got him. You got him because you offered more money. It's a business decision. More money, a jet, whatever the fuck you offered him. That's what the decision was. I don't care what you say. That was the decision. Money. That's what all these guys make their fucking thing on. Money. Money.
Yeah. But again, that's why I said earlier on, this is why you and I get along as Mets and a Yankee fan, because we're pretty intelligent about, not getting suckered into the stupidity of our franchises or our fan base.
Just in general, just sports fans in general. It's like, you got to really calm down, dude. It's like, stop. If I was there, I wouldn't have turned my back. I said, excuse me, I paid for my seat. I paid to watch a game. I'm not turning my back. I don't care who the fuck.
Why are they turning their back? Come on. Again, getting back to it, he was with them for a year. And you know what? And he embraced the fans. Maybe that's why there's, you took me in, we embraced. It's like a bad breakup. Somebody, got overly upset.
That's all these fake quotes coming out. the one quote would, I mean, he said it, maybe he didn't, but if he said it, he's stupid. If he didn't say it, I mean, if it's a fake, I'm not surprised. If they would have treated me, what if they would have cheered me the way they booed me, I would have stayed or something like that. If they would have treated me good,
no way.
They fucking loved him last year. The fucking bleacher, every game was re-signed. Soto.
I doubt it. You got to be so careful these days. It's even with the video AI. You got. I saw one with Soto, completely AI, saying, "Well, if this fucking asshole would have caught the fly ball, maybe we would have won the World Series last year, and things would have been." It's you got to watch. They're hilarious, but you got to watch.
No, I'm so tired of, and unfortunately, it pops up on all my feeds, and I have to sit there and watch it every day. But I can't stand all these medias. And if this came from Michael K with the whole, whatever, it's like, first of all, if Michael K is lying, why would he lie? And if you are lying, Michael K, stop, just stop.
Michael K came across as a crybaby when it first happened.
Yeah, they all did.
He came at it like he on the show. He had like a little tantrum, and I know that he's the Yankee guy, and he's the guy who gets to know the players, and he's always got their backs and whatever. But he did come across as unbiased, trying to be unbiased, but he did come across as like a crybaby when the news first broke. But like you said, who knows what was said, what wasn't said. But I think the funniest part of all this is that everybody wants to say, take a 6-game. Somebody a Yankee fan on TikTok, they were coming after me, Tim. It was like they came back to the same video from Friday on Sunday. What's that? Because I get outlandish. I say Soto's gonna hit 2 bombs. We're gonna kill that bum Rodon, and of course they came back. The bum won the game. Soto no home runs and everything. But they were coming after me pretty good. But one of them said, "Oh, you can't talk 40 games into a season," and I came back and said, "Well, you can't talk about just the 6 games in the last week. You can't pick and choose what your argument is. You can't say it's only 40 games in and then target the last 6 games as being the real part of your season." What does Ant say? Ask any media guy if they'd be willing to take $750 million to do their job just in a new place down the street. I'm the only one who wouldn't take it because PCP pays me more than Soto. That's right, baby. Don't disclose the actual terms of the contract. All right, let's get up on out of here, Tim, because Knicks are down by 2 in the first. We're on TNT. Why can't I get ESPN? I can't get Mike Breen with his bangs. I just want to see if there's. I don't think so. It's too. We're really early today. Looking to see if there's any blowouts, but I don't see anything happening just yet. No. All right. Tigers beat the Cardinals 5-1. It's a stretch. Timmy, let's do this on our way out because we didn't really get to it. Caitlin Clark and Reese. What do you got on that on the way out here?
I mean, anyone with 2 eyes can see it. This isn't a fucking color thing. This is one player is way fucking better than the other one. I mean, way better. I don't even know how Angel Reese has a starting job still at this point. She's horrible, and it's true though. They start the footage a lot of these from when Caitlin Clark hit you with the foul, but they don't rewind the extra 5 seconds to show what Angel Reese did to her teammate. And then all she did was go in for she's not going to give her an easy basket. So she reached in. This one flops. Oh my God, I can't stand her. I can't stand her face. I can't stand her fucking team. I can't stand any of them.
It was what it was, but and Anil, great show. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you get your ass over here next time. I'm going to dock some of that Soto money from you. Yeah, it probably shouldn't have been a flagrant. I see. No, I don't. But I did want to ask you about. You got a little conflict of interest They're Caitlin Clark and her GOAT, her favorite basketball player of all time is LeBron James. And then what's her name? Reese comes in on the picture and comments on LeBron's photo of him and Caitlin Clark saying Jordan never lost the finals, and then she deleted it.
That's it. That's just her being a fucking troll. Listen, Angel Reese is gonna she's gonna finish her career if leading all-time rebounder. Why? Because she misses every shot from under the goddamn basket, and she gets her own rebound.
She hit a 3-pointer the other day.
Yeah,
please. She's working on her shot.
Terrible. And I just love the fact, like, see, last year, Caitlin was still getting, the haters to come out. Predominantly black. Yes, that's true. This year, all those same people are like, she's way better. Sorry, she's just way better. She's probably the best basketball we've ever seen. Nothing you can do about it. Angel Reese better cut her shit and learn how to play because she's terrible. Not even bad. Terrible the way she started her career.
Yeah, it really, like, I get what she was trying to do last year and say that it's not just the one player, and you got to get even for Caitlin Clark, you can't just build your league in one stadium. You can build your league on one player, but not just in one stadium is selling out, and then that player is going everywhere else and selling out those games, but then you take a 70% hit on your attendance when she leaves. Yeah. And I get what Reese was doing, but it like really her career, she's playing second fiddle to Caitlin Clark, and she just doesn't stop complaining about it. And so those two, like, if she wasn't complaining about it and she was competing and whatnot, even the hard foul, even those things, she's good at what she's good at, which is right now not shooting. And Caitlin Clark can hit from anywhere on the court. That's the WNBA Steph Curry right there.
Yes, so, she's ridiculous to watch. And they said also all these teams have to shut. Caitlin Clark comes into your building. You don't just get all pissy and moany and try to knock her out because, no, you show off what you can do. You fucking now have the national spotlight. The spotlight's not just on her, it's on the game.
You're right.
Go out and put your fucking best game on. Maybe you'll be the next, she was fucking good. Let's watch her next game instead of Caitlin Clark. But no, that's not what they're doing. They're still playing fucking hacky with her. They still want to, they're still all going after her. They're still pissed off at her. It's dumb. It's dumb not to take advantage of that.
Yeah. And all it's doing is making, even though the flagrant foul was called on her, all it's doing is making her look better because she's out there taking a beating, shooting from all over the court. And, attitude says a lot. What happened to Shador? The attitude wasn't there.
Isn't she? I don't know the exact stat, but isn't she only like a few games away from the most triple doubles in WNBA history? And she's only played 50 games, some shit like that.
Probably.
That's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. That's ridiculous.
Probably.
The league's been around 30 years.
All right. So glad we got that in there because I almost forgot about it. And if not for your subtitle there, I would have forgotten about it. All right. Timmy, what you got really now on the way out here?
I got nothing. I need these sports people to stop. Just stop, man. I'm ruining the game. Just fucking watch the game and enjoy it. Stop worrying about what's going on over there. Sports are supposed to be here to enjoy. Stop being a dick. That's all I'm going to say. Just stop being dicks.
Don't be a dick. Oh, my God. Oh. Duran for the Red Sox hit one almost to the wall in right field. That was going to be a grand slam. But the wind, thankfully for the wind, cut it down. Soto makes the play. Red Sox, Mets tied at 1.
Yankees 1-0.
I promise I didn't sacrifice like the next 2 weeks. Guys, I just wanted the Friday game. That's all. They're like East conference semifinals. No, your Mets are going to shit the bed for the next week and a half. All right, that will do it for us this week. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Brunson. So sick and tired of Halliburton. Go back and listen to his voices. I saw a little interview that they did before Monday Night Raw. I guess he's going to be a playable character in the wrestling game.
Yeah.
Are we getting Brunson? Can't get Brunson?
I don't know. We're getting Travis.
What happened to Brunson? What happened to Travis Scott? What happened if the Knicks win the series? Halliburton got to go. Brunson got to get in there. All right. But Pat McAfee's funny. He's like, I appreciate the fact that both of your voices already showed up to this interview. It's so weird. All right. That'll do it for us this week on Unsportsmanlike Conduct. Let's go Knicks. I did like Cena. I walked away from my wife before and I put it like this back here and I walked away with it. Let's go Knicks. Mets got to turn this shit around because it's really starting to piss me off. Drop the Juan Soto thing. And New York media, do a better job. Peace out, everybody.
Mahomes plays it.